This morning, there's promising news in the fight against diabetes. About 2 million Americans have type 1 diabetes, and the number of cases is rising. The FDA recently approved a drug to delay the onset of symptoms for people at high risk of developing type 1 diabetes. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Jon LaPook, shows how the treatment could buy years of health without the need for insulin replacement.
From an early age, Anna Ferguson saw how type 1 diabetes affected her older sister, Kate.
Her mood and her feelings, it would change with her glucose levels. I also knew that I would never want to experience what she was going through.
In type 1 diabetes, the immune system mistakenly destroys insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. When Ferguson was 5, blood tests showed she had certain antibodies that meant her risk of developing diabetes over the next 5 years was about 75%. Her mother, Meg, could only wait and hope.
As she hit that age 12 and her blood sugar started to go out of whack, then it was kind of, all right, now what are we going to do?
That's when Ferguson's parents enrolled her in a clinical trial led by Yale University immunologist Dr. Kevin Herold. It's an intravenous infusion of a specially designed monoclonal antibody called Tzield.
Instead of half of the people developing diabetes in 2 years, half of the people develop diabetes in 4 years. It probably changes the ability of cells that are responsible for killing the insulin-producing cells.
When you saw those results, what was your reaction?
To be perfectly honest, I was hoping it would be even longer, but any time without diabetes is a gift.
Dr. Herold says a breakthrough in diabetes treatment is long overdue.
We have better insulins, we have methods of delivering it that have advanced significantly, but it's never as perfect as your own pancreas in making insulin.
Could this same approach be used for other autoimmune diseases?
Now our approach is when someone presents with rheumatoid arthritis or psoriasis or type 1 diabetes or MS, we treat them after they have disease. It certainly would be a lot better to prevent it from happening.
While she was earning her degree at the University of Maine, Anna Ferguson's blood sugar became too high again, so she traveled to New Haven for a second round of Tzield infusions. Side effects have been relatively mild. In the second round of treatment, the now 21-year-old had flu-like symptoms.
How long is the infusion over? What period?
30 minutes.
Even if it doesn't buy her more time without insulin, the family is grateful for the gift she's already received.
What's it meant to both of you to have these last 9 years doing really well without any need for injections or anything?
It was great to be able to get through all that, focus on being a teenager and having fun.
I feel incredibly lucky and, holding out hope that it works, but you never know with science.
You never know, right?
Mm-hmm. The future is wonderfully blank, and if it could continue to be like that without any obstacles, I think that'd be great.
The list price of a single course of therapy is $193,000. But consider this. People with diabetes spend an average of nearly $10,000 a year on related medical expenses. Although a one-time treatment is expensive, Tzield could be a cost-saving treatment over the lifetime of young people like Anna.
We'll see. I mean, insulin's coming down for some people, so at least there's that. Look, this is medicine for type 1 diabetes.
Correct.
Could it potentially work for people with type 2 diabetes? And remind us what's the difference between the two.
Right. It's only type 1, okay? Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease where for some reason your immune system gets screwed up and it starts attacking your own pancreas, and that's where the cells are that make insulin. Type 2 diabetes, there actually is insulin around, although the amount of insulin can go down a little bit. But the problem there is insulin resistance. Your cells are not responding to it adequately. So no, this is for an autoimmune disease like diabetes type 1.
Dr. LaPook, this sounds like a game changer. What could this do for other autoimmune diseases?
Yeah, this is what is so compelling and is really pumping me up. I don't want to get ahead of myself, so okay, just cautious optimism.
Very excited about it.
I am excited about it because think about it. We try to prevent other problems, right? Heart disease, we lower cholesterol, we treat high blood pressure so that people don't develop the problems, okay? But with autoimmune disease, and it's not just diabetes, it's lupus, it's multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, you can go on and on and on. We wait until the actual symptoms come and they're in full-blown disease. Imagine if there's a window of opportunity before that where you could somehow identify that this immune system is about to go haywire and it's smoldering, it's going just like embers, and you could throw a glass of water on it and it goes, just calm it down.
We understand your excitement. Thanks so much, Dr. LaPook.